Hi, this is Pastor Mike. Thanks for joining me for Perkstream on this August 17th, 2022. Savings is intentional. This is just a part of Green Lane Reservoir. This reservoir didn't even exist 100 years ago. All of this was sloping away open land. Some of it had buildings. There's even parts of bridges underneath all of this. But this reservoir is here because some people thought it would be good to have a source of clean and reliable water. They needed to store it up. Reservoirs, they're an important part of our life today, and having a reservoir for your personal life is just as important. So the Green Lane Reservoir is a kind of savings, and when we think of savings, we maybe think of putting something in the bank. The reservoir is a bank. It's a bank of water. We put money away in savings for future expenses or for a future desire. Well, our lives need some sort of savings, and this last Sunday we talked about Sabbath, a Sabbath rest, a time when we can rejuvenate, enjoy God, enjoy people, and get out of the daily routine. And I know that if you didn't get a chance to hear it, go back and listen to the message from this last Sunday, and you'll get a feel for what I was talking about. But here's the thing that we probably didn't expand on enough. It's really an intentional act. It won't just happen. You know, Green Lane Reservoir didn't just happen. Somebody had to build a dam. And then that dam captured all the water behind it, and that dam is what created that water source. Well, if we want a reservoir of life, if we want something to draw on when times are dry or when we feel like we're depleted and we don't have anything to go on, we need to take time for Sabbath, for rest, to build up the reservoir. We can't work, and then hope that Sabbath will simply make everything magically okay again. Rather, we need a history of resting so that we have rest, we have a reservoir with which to live life. Now, there are things that are going to happen in life. If we go through a traumatic event, if we go through some sort of tragedy, if we go through a series of things that just take us down and down. And some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have lived through very difficult circumstances and you have been depleted. That makes sense because you drew on that reservoir down to the point where it was empty. But if you start at zero and you start going through all those events, then you're going to wonder, well, where is the reservoir of life that I need? Where is God when I need him? Well, God is saying, I've been here the whole time. I needed you to store up the life in you from your rest. We do not rest for our work. We work from our rest. We live from our rest. So my encouragement to you is this. Where is your reservoir? We talked about how Sabbath is a practice of taking a 24-hour period and not being in your regular routine. Change up your menu, unhook from the electronics, change your sleep patterns, do things that are refreshing and reviving. You may want to go hike. Some of you do get life from working in your garden, but maybe you want to change up what you're doing with your garden. You want to do it so it's a place where you can sit and relax and enjoy. Some of you find that, I need to go do something that is active, but make it something that's active and not depleting in your physical body so that you get the enjoyment from it. And the enjoyment is not just meant to be, hey, I enjoyed this day, but really the question is going to be, did you enjoy God in the midst of it? Because that 24-hour period is also a chance and a time to meet with God, the God who loves you, who calls you his beloved, who wants to energize your body through that period of rest. So somewhere in your 24-hour period, you want to be able to say, yeah, how am I resting in the Lord? How am I resting with the Lord? And it's in that that we build that reservoir. That's where the reservoir is built, so that during the work week, we can draw on that as we need it for living day to day. So my encouragement to you is this: how are you building your reservoir? How are you making yourself ready to handle life when it comes at you, so that you can work from your rest and not have to rest from your work? God bless you. Have a great day.